I'm used to like every week I get to see you guys and hang out and get Monday ready, get my mind right, my heart right. Not that I didn't get it right. I'm just saying I didn't have all you on the screen. So it's great to see each and every single one of you. I love you. Thank you for being on. We're going to start today the way we do every single week, and that's with you. So who wants to kick us off today? Somebody tell me something good. You had like 2 weeks. Come on now. Tell me something good. Tell me a win that you've had. Tell me where your heart's at going into 2026. Let's go. What do you got?
Hey,
Somebody
Dusty.
kick us off.
Hey, Dusty. Happy New
Yes,
Year.
I'm ready. Go for it.
So, last week was what I leveling call no man's week because we don't know what day it is, what time it is, any of that crap.
That's all right.
So I thought like the weekend going into that, I thought I'm going to sit back and I'm going to do some things around my house. I'm just going to get stuff ready, be ready to go. I showed 18 houses last week because you don't have to plan a vacation. It's like we always say, if you plan a vacation, all this business is going to come at you. Just plan to stay home for a week. You don't even have to plan a trip because I had an agent from California call me that wants to buy an investment property here in Fort Worth. So I showed her most of those houses, her and her husband, like 15 of those were to her.
I love it. I love it.
But she's a great referral. She's with my company in Beverly Hills. So send me some referral business from Beverly Hills, please.
Hey, we'll take some of that.
There's the relationship to build right there.
That's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love it, Debbie.
So anyway, when we wrote another offer, we're writing another offer probably today for another couple that's been toying with moving. So
that's great news.
We're going to start with some momentum this year. We're going fast.
There you go. Hey,
I did all the work last year with no results. All the results are coming this freaking year.
That's right. Everything we worked for last year is going to hit us now. That's what I'm talking about, Debbie.
That's what I'm talking about.
Everybody clap for some of that. We want that momentum to carry right into 2026. There we go. I love it, Debbie. I love it. Hey, how many of you also had the same type of week Debbie had a little bit where you didn't know what day it was? I literally asked my bride 3 times last week. I was like, any clue what day it is? Because I had no idea. No idea. Didn't know what time it was. Good stuff. Right. Somebody else this morning. What do you got? What's a win you had? What's an expectation? What do we got? Kat, what do you got? Good to see you this morning.
Good to see y'all. It's been, Dusty knows I've been drinking out of about 7 fire hoses all at one time. Literally. I have a closing next week and I have an offer going in today. So cannot complain about that. I'm going to be a $1 million earner in month 1 of 2026.
Woohoo!
Come on. That's what I'm talking about.
And what y'all don't know is I got my license literally in November.
Yes, wow. She did. Like literally just got it. She's already off to the races. She, like many of you on the call, had some things handed to her that she didn't desire, but she took them. It's about what our whole call's about today, is taking the circumstance we're in and what do we do with it. So, Kat, it's good to see you. Thank you for being on, and I'm excited for this year for you. Come on, we're ready to go. Somebody else this morning, what do you got? Let's hear from you, Timothy. What do you got, sir?
I had an offer accepted on one of my commercial properties last night. So started the year off good on that.
Yeah. There you go. Because those commercial deals, they take a little while, Timothy.
Yeah, well, this one actually happened really quick. So
I like it.
I got a call on this like 3 days ago, and we got an offer accepted last night. So this was a Wayne Bang.
Hey, well, and tell them we need just about 12 more of those. Let's just
go live.
Right? I love it. I love it. Holmes, what do you got this morning, brother?
Well, mine's not a real estate issue, except it keeps my 4 walls happy inside my own house. My bride is a New Year's Eve baby, and I've been holding on her surprise birthday for about 2 months. She loves sharks. And so I'm taking her on her own Shark Week birthday in cages, all the things. Hopefully we don't get eaten over spring break. So I pulled off a surprise, and she was excited about it. So we're getting her own Shark Week, but maybe I'll get some golf while we're in Florida too. But she's getting her own Shark Week.
Okay, bro. I did not know this about Tracy Holmes, that she loves sharks. This is new to me, and I've known you for 30 years. I did not know. All right, Shark Week. That's what I'm talking about. To each his own, you know what I mean? I ain't swimming with sharks, dog. I'm not doing it. I'll play golf with you, but I'm not swimming with sharks. So I love it. Anybody else this morning? Anybody else? Okay, couple quick things as we kick off. First of all, now that we reset the year, you're going to need to go in. So every week you get a reminder of the call. You do need to go in and make sure that it's put back on your calendar. It was actually off of my calendar. I called Martina last night and I was like, Martina, I don't have the call on my calendar and I probably need it on there because I run the call. So make sure that you do get it back onto your calendar. You'll need to go and click it and, whatever you do, if you have trouble, call us. But make sure you get it on your calendar so you don't miss. Make sure you go tell everybody about it. Thank you guys for being on today. And we're going to dig right in. And here's what I want to tell you as we get started today. Number one, I'm so proud of you because you showed up today. All right? It's January 5th. It's go time. I know you may have a little bit of that, still wondering what day it is. Just in case you don't know, it is Monday, January 5th. We are back at work, and we got to go to work now, all right? So, but the second thing I want to tell you that I'm super proud of you for, and you should be proud, is you made it. Okay, you made it. You got through 2025. I don't know about you, but I do know the pulse of the Oglesby house. And 2025 got us pretty good. I don't know how it got you, but it got us. Okay. It took some kicks at us, some punches. It took some stuff from us, but I'll tell you what, just like I've told you in the weeks leading up, it also gave us a lot. So what I really want to focus on today is what 2026 is going to be for you. And here's the first thing I want you to write down. Okay. 2026 is going to be what you make 2026 to be. All right. This is yours. This is your life. This is your business. This is your family. This is your wealth. This is your future. These are your relationships. Now, I don't in any way, shape, or form mean that 2026 ain't going to beat you up a little bit too. All right. If you're in the real estate industry, just know the prediction is 2026 is still going to be a pretty tough ball game out there. Now, what it all comes down to, though, is how you and I respond to the market that we're in, to the circumstances that we're put in, to the situations that come our way. Here's what I can promise you that I know for a fact. There are going to be things that happen in 2026 that you didn't want. All right? Like things that you didn't write down on your little goal sheet. Okay? Like there are going to be things that hit that we didn't want, that we didn't ask for. Some of them aren't going to be fair. Okay. There are going to be things that don't go your way. And here's what I want to make sure if you don't hear anything else I say today, I want you to hear these two things. The first one is this. You and I don't get to choose every circumstance, but we do get to choose how we respond to it. All right. We don't get to choose every circumstance, but I do get to choose how I respond to it. And that's what I mean by 2026 is going to be what you make it. It's not going to happen to you. It's going to happen for you based on how you respond to it. You tracking with me on this? All right. We sat around last night in our household and we just asked a couple of questions. We just said, hey, what was the best part of the year for you? And we all answered. Okay. We also asked, hey, what was the toughest part of the year for you? And we all answered. Can I tell you what we found though? Is the tough part of the year actually created the great part of the year. You tracking with me on this? Like in the middle of it, I was like, this is awful. But then I look and go, hey, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here. You tracking with me on this? All right. Second thing I want you to write down is this. It's never about the circumstance we find ourselves in. It's about what we do in the middle of it. Okay. It's never about the circumstance we find ourselves in. It's about what we do in the middle of it. All right. Circumstances, situations are going to come our way this year. I want you to be hyper focused on when that hits, on how you respond and what you do. That's what today's call is all about. Okay. You ready to go? All right. I'm going to bring a model to you so you can remember this stuff, okay? So just go ahead and write down the word respond in an acronym, R-E.S.P.O.N.D, respond. And I want to make sure that you have this. Literally, I would write all this down if I were you, and I would stick it right up on the wall because I promise you, you're going to need to remember this, All right. It may not happen today. It may not happen this month, but there's going to be a moment when things maybe don't go our way, or you may feel like throwing in the towel. All right. And I want you to come back to this model and make sure that you operate through it. Okay. So here we go. Here's the first thing I want you to put down on the R. I want you to recognize the moment that you're in. Recognize the moment that you're in. All right. And here's what I mean by that. Okay. Don't sugarcoat it. Just call it what it is. You tracking with me? If you are down, if you are angry, if you are frustrated, if you've been wronged, if you, man, like if you hadn't had a closing in 6 months, okay, everybody hear me. Like the game is not easy, so call it what it is. Okay? You tracking with me on this? Like, hey, I'm the most optimistic person on the planet. You can ask my bride this, all right? Let me tell you what my bride's great at helping me. She helps me call it what it is. All right? Because I'm the first one that's like, we're going to be fine. Like, don't worry about it. We're good. Like, I'm like, our house could be burning down. And I'll be like, we're good. Don't worry about it. And she's like, no, 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 bro. The house is burning down. Okay? So everybody hear me. There is nothing wrong with calling it what it is. In fact, it's healthy to call it what it is. Okay, so hear my heart. If you're coming into 2026 heavy and hurting, I want you to call it what it is. Like, just write it down. This is where I'm at. Okay, don't be ashamed of it. Don't be afraid of it. If you're coming into 2026 and you already feel empty, you with me? Call it out. Write it down. Like, everybody hear me. That's the only way we can be okay is to recognize maybe that we're not. You with me on this? All right. So don't pretend, don't become overly optimistic. Just get a clear sense of this is where I'm at. Here's the other thing I want to make sure you don't do. Don't numb it. All right. Don't numb it. Remember what I just said to you. It is never about the circumstance you find yourself in. It's about what? What you do. You with me? It's about what you do. So ask the question, hey, instead of doing this that may numb this or may turn a blind eye to it, this year is going to be the year for change for me. So I'm going to face it head on. I'm going to call it what it is. I'm going to lay out what I can control. All right. And then I'm going to be able to move forward in this. Okay. You with me on this? Hey, everybody. This year was tough. Okay. And you made it. You need to call that what it is too. All right. You need to be proud of where you are, proud of how you got here, and us have a plan for how we move forward. All right. That's the R. Just recognize where you're at. Call it what it is. Here's the E. You ready? And a lot of this team is me kind of building up to today's call over the course of the last few weeks. You heard me talk about signal and noise. We're going to talk about that a little bit today. Because what I'm saying today is your response needs to be in your signal, not in the noise. So the E is eliminate the noise. All right. How many of you have some noise going on around you right now? Yes? All right. Let me tell you who's responsible for what that noise does to you. It's you. All right. Just because there's noise doesn't mean that I have to focus on the noise. All right. I can make a choice to focus on something else. You tracking with me on this? All right. So our human tendency is we get focused in on the noise. So I want you to get rid of the noise of some things, okay? I want you to get rid of the noise of comparison. Everybody hear me? Stop comparing yourself to the realtor next to you. Stop comparing yourself to the realtor on Instagram that it looks like their world is perfect. I love them. It's not. Okay? I don't know about you, but I don't think you guys just post all the stuff that happens to you that you don't like, right? Like I don't see posts like that as I go through. All right? So I want you to cut out the noise of comparison, all right? I want you to cut out the noise of distractions. If you want to win in 2026, we've got to cut out the noise of distractions. A distraction is anything that takes you away from the most important thing. You with me? Anything that takes you away from the most important thing is a distraction. And we've got to stay focused on the task at hand that's in front of us and not chase the shiny. Okay? I want you to eliminate the shiny. All right? Shiny doesn't win. Shiny may grab your attention for a second, but it doesn't win. It's not going to get you to your goal. What's going to get you to your goal is consistency. All right? Is staying confident in the boring and the mundane and being consistent in it. That's what's going to get you to your goal in 2026. Okay? Not the shiny stuff. All right? I want you to block out the noise of panic. Block out the noise of panic. Block out the noise of fear. Now, everybody hear me. Fear is normal, okay? But it's about what we do with the fear. You with me on this? Okay? So right here is where I want you to get hyper-focused on what you can control and what you can't. What I see agents do all the time is they are so caught up in all the stuff they just can't control. All right? We've got to stay hyper-focused on what we can and eliminate the noise. If it's not helping you and it doesn't help your clients and it doesn't help your family, then we don't need to be dealing with it. You with me on this? Okay? Like it's got to be in alignment with your purpose and with your direction. All right? All right, here's the S. We got to stay in your signal. We got to stay in your signal. Okay? The difference between signal and noise, right? Noise is all the distractions. Signal, that's the one thing to lock in on, right? Okay? It literally is the word. All right? Like it is the signal of what's going to take you forward. So I want you to get hyper focused on your signal. Let me give you let me help you understand what signal is. Signal is the activities that actually move you forward. Signal is what actually creates you to be a high achiever. And signal is boring. Okay? It's why people don't do it. It's why we look for the noise. Because the noise is more fun. The noise feels busy. Okay? And I'm going to remind you again, the goal is not busy. The goal is productive. The goal is alignment. The goal is direction, not distraction. Okay? And so when we think about signal, all right, and I'm going to ask you again on the call today. I want you to come off mute and tell me what you know works. Whatever line of business you're in, what do you know works? Let's hear from you. Come on, come off mute. What works?
Talking to people.
Talking to people works. That's right, Karen. No matter what line of business you're in, you want to win in business, you got to connect with people, right? Jolene said the fundamentals, the basics, right? You remember, how many of you remember when you first got into the game of real estate? Do you remember? Do you remember what you did to get going? Do you remember that it worked? Do you remember that you stopped doing it? Okay, right? We started getting business and we stopped doing it. Okay. Don't forget that your signal is also how you think. Okay. The whole reason that I started this call and the reason specifically that I do it on Monday morning is you got 5 days ahead of you. And if you start with your mind and your heart and your spirit in the wrong spot, you're going to end there. All right. The whole purpose of this call is I want you thinking all week this week. How am I responding? How am I responding? Okay, because everybody hear me. There's a drastic difference between respond and react. React is fear-driven. React is panic-driven. All right? So I want to encourage you to, when you feel like you want to react, I want you to pause like I coached you on a couple weeks ago. Okay? I want you to pause and I want you to think before you respond. Anybody on the call ever react out of anger before? Anybody? Did it go well for you? Yeah, no, it did not. May have felt okay in the moment, but it didn't go well for you. Have you ever typed out an email and like gotten angry and typed out the email and then paused and not sent it? You ever done that? I've done it. You ever done that on text message? You'd be like, oh, I'm about to, come on. Yeah, I got something to say to you. Type it all out. Just everybody do this. Don't hit send. Okay? Write that down. Don't hit send. Respond, not react. Okay? And stay in your signal. Stay in the conversations, the follow-up, the care, the consistency. Okay? I want to remind you again, here's what high achievers do. They do what they don't want to do when they don't want to do it. Whatever your goal is, if you want to hit it in 2026, you got to do what you don't want to do when you don't want to do it. You with me? Okay? I'm having this conversation with my kids right now. They're not happy that they're getting up early again. All right? But we're going to do what we don't want to do when we don't want to do it, because that's how we get where we want to go. Okay, you tracking with me? Okay, all right, the P, and I just covered it. It's the power of the pause. We've talked about it. If you follow me on Facebook, if you go on Facebook, I've been putting on every single letter of this almost every day so that you guys remember the pause model. I would have the pause model up as well, in addition to the respond model. Okay? Have the pause model up as well. Remember that the pause is what creates the music. Okay? And remember that pause literally means stop. It doesn't mean slow down. It literally means stop. Okay? When you push the button, that's the P. Push the button, right? When you push the button, it stops everything. I want you right now to make sure before you dig into your day today, if you haven't done this, make sure you hit the pause button, pull up to 30,000 feet. Take a look at two things. What did 2025 look like? And how does 2026 going to look for you? And what adjustments do you need to make? Take a 30,000 foot view. Don't have any judgment around it. Okay? Just make sure that you pause. All right? Make sure that you pause. Remembering that what we're doing in the pause, here's what I want you to do when you pause. I want you to reclaim your identity. Okay? Like, what happens is we get so caught up in the noise and all of the circumstances and everything that's coming at me. And what happens is we start reacting, we stop responding, and we lose our identity. You with me on this? There's one person who chooses your identity, and that's you. All right? I'm going to take you back to the next part, which is O. Okay? So, all right? So just a quick recap. That was terrible. Recap. Just a quick recap. Okay? There you go. Got that recorded. There you go. Just a quick recap. Yes, you got to pause before you say that, okay? Recognize the moment that you're in. Eliminate the noise. Stay in your signal. The power of the pause. And here's the O. Operate from identity, not image and insecurity. Operate from identity, not image and insecurity. All right? If you'll pause, I guarantee you it will make sure that you are not operating out of image and insecurity. Okay? Image is not what's going to take you to what you're going to win in 2026. Your identity is. Okay? And here's what I'll tell you. Make sure that your image matches your identity. Like, one of the things that drives me nuts is people all over the planet are throwing out this image that's not even who they are. Do you know what happens when you throw out an image that isn't who you are? When people get next to you, they realize that you have lied about your image and that that's all that it is. Are you with me? Okay. Do not be an image in 2026. I want you to be an identity. All right. Here's what identity means. Identity means you have a fixed position. You're not a chameleon. You don't change, okay? You hold a fixed position in who you are, how you operate, why it matters, what you believe in. You guys tracking with me on this? Hold a fixed position. I want you to get deeply, deeply rooted. I want to take you back to I am statements, okay? 2 things to remember about I am statements. The first is that you get to choose whatever comes after it. Nobody chooses that for you, okay? Some of you need to drastically change the words that are coming after I am, okay? Drastically change the words that come after I am, all right? Secondly, you need to know whatever you put after I am, it's going to come find you, all right? A lot of you on this call today need to put out some new invitations for 2026. If you don't like what you're getting, you need to put out some new invitations. You with me on this? Okay. Invite what you want. All right. Invite what you want. All right. That's the O. Operate from identity, not image, and not insecurity. Okay. Identity will actually fuel your signal. When you know who you are, it will make it very clear what you need to be doing. Are you with me on this? If you feel unclear of a direction you need to be taking or what you need to be doing, what the task at hand is, it's an identity issue, not a doing issue. Okay? You with me? And then here's the N. You got to narrow to the vital few. Narrow to the vital few. This is the 80-20 principle. This is the Pareto principle. Stop running around in the 80% and getting 20% results. Start running in your 20%. In doing the things that matter. Let me tell you what I see most people do. They run to the urgent at the expense of the important. Just like every real estate agent on the planet. Get up in the morning, somebody emails you, you run to the urgent. Don't run to the urgent. Run to the important, to the most important vital task that's going to take you forward. The urgent will always be there. Quite frankly, the urgent really isn't even urgent. You with me on this? We let everybody else tell us what's urgent. Don't let anybody else tell you what's urgent, okay? And I want to remind you again, Anthony's got the t-shirt on today of 4%. I want you to take 20% of the 20%. That's 4%. All right? Get focused on that. And then take 20% of the 4%, which is 0.8%, which is the one thing that you need to do right now that's going to take you forward. You want to know how to get out of overwhelm? Identify the one step you can take right now. It's about momentary action. That's what creates results. Okay? And then here's the D. Are you ready? I want you to get off the phone remembering these words. You ready? Do it now. Stop talking about what you're going to do tomorrow. Stop having another meeting about the meeting you already had. Okay? Do it now. Don't wait on it. Do it right now. Like literally, this has become the mantra in the Oglesby house. I'm like, no, we ain't doing it tomorrow. We're going to do it right now. Oh, but Dad, no, but Dad, we're going to do it right now. Okay? Unless you give me a reason that we can't, we're going to do it right now. Okay? You with me on this? All right? Does this help you guys today? All right? 2026, this is the year we respond. We're going to respond to 2025 by how we live in 2026 and by how we start in 2026. Everybody hear me. This start right now is vital for you. All right? Statistics say that 95% of New Year's resolutions are completely dead and given up on by January 17th. It's January 5th. Okay? And I'll tell you why. Because they're reacting to how they feel instead of responding to what they know. All right? I want you to respond to what you know. This is the year where you respond. Okay? Give me a couple ahas before we jump off here. What's something you wrote down or something you're taking away with you? Come on now, I do all that all over again.
Hey, Dusty, it's Mario.
Go, Mario.
For me, it's getting rid of the noise. We all get distracted and get pulled in the other way, and we look at those as priorities. It's stick to your habits. And if you don't have your habits, build your habits and stick to them.
That's right. That's right. Come on now. Well said, Mario. Holmes, what do you got, buddy?
I think it's important also to remember how we respond to success is similar to how do we respond to tough. Because if you respond to success in a way that is contagious in a good way, but if you respond in a bad way, people don't like it. How you respond to success is huge too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said, brother. Well said. Anybody else?
Operate.
Go ahead.
Go, Jennifer.
Operate from identity, not image and insecurity.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Jennifer. Come on. Operate in your identity, who you are. Hold that fixed position. Felicia,
Well, and
uh-huh.
oh, sorry.
Jennifer.
I was going to say the reason why that one sticks out so much to me is because that call towards the end of last year where you talked about the I am statements and your image and identity, I needed that so much when I look back at last year. Last year was great on a business standpoint, but in the image and the identity, I needed that call. That call changed my life.
Come on. Thank you, Jennifer. That's what I'm talking about. Hey,
So,
this is your identity. Your identity. You choose it. Anybody else?
I'm going to agree with Jennifer. So I'm 3 years in, new to this, to real actually, and I'm not even going. The last year of being in my last brokerage, I lost my identity. I felt complacent, so I had to portray like this image, like it wasn't me, and then the insecurity of all these seasoned agents, commonly, well, you should know this. I'm only 3 bloody years in. I shouldn't know this. I'm coming to you. So now I'm finding back my identity. And I'm just like this. I'm going to be like, put it in a bucket and pluck it. If you don't like me for me being transparent, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm going forth. I'm just going to be me, adorably pleasing and do what I can do, so.
Come on, Cindy. You said that so well. Hey, I think we need another t-shirt that says, put it in a bucket and pluck it. That's what I'm talking about. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about, Cindy. Hey, this is your identity, okay? This is your 2026. One thing I want to leave you guys with before we jump off, I am kicking off a new call, and it's actually a study. If you would like to be a part of it, you do not have to be at all. It is completely free. I'm doing this in partnership with my buddy Tim Macy, also Janet Brink, and Noelle Nielsen. So we are putting together a call that we're going to have an information call to what it's going to be on Friday, January 16th at 11 Central. Martina's going to drop that invite over in the chat box. All you got to do is sign up for that. It's going to be a Zoom just like this. What it's going to be, if you've ever heard of the book, The Purpose-Driven Life, it's written by Rick Warren. We're basically going to walk through that book for 8 weeks. And the whole purpose is exactly what we just talked about, Cindy. It's for us to identify our identity. It's for anyone and everyone. They don't have to be in the industry. You can go tell other people about it. Quite frankly, I would love to see like 2,000 people on this call. But basically, we're going to have an informational call on Friday, January 16th. And then if you'd like to be a part of it, you'll sign up from there. We'll basically read 5 chapters a day. And then every Friday, we'll be talking about it. So if you want to book in your weeks where we see you on Monday and we see you on Friday, jump in and be a part with us on there. I'm super excited to lead that with all of us. Okay. Hey guys, Happy New Year. God bless you. Make sure today that you respond. This is your year. You choose it. Okay. Love you guys. Bless you. We'll see you. Bye-bye. Thanks guys. Bye-bye.